Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance Season 6, Episode 4. I am not trying to edit this video. I sound a mess. I look a mess. I feel a mess. I woke up in a very panicked state. Can't even say the word. I woke up in a very panicked state, and it made me really anxious, and I don't like that. So I wrote my notes. Ooh, damn. You see that brightness? I wrote my notes. You see that? You see that? I wrote my notes. I'm not done. Then I ran out of notes, so I had to write more note on another note. When has 90 Day Fiance ever anyway, let's start with how the show goes. We start with Larissa and Debbie. Larissa comes downstairs. She has on this cute jumpsuit with the back out. Debbie looked at her like, Larissa's like, let's go, couch shopping. There's nothing to do here. So let's pick out a couch. Let's do that. So they get in the car. They're on their way to the furniture store. Debbie calls Larissa's taste skimpy. And I was like, I don't think you really call taste skimpy. I know you want to call that outfit skimpy, but since you weren't able to call the outfit directly skimpy, you decided to call her taste in furniture skimpy. And they didn't even arrive to the place yet. Like, don't do her like that, Debbie. They arrive and they're looking at stuff. They see this love seat. No, it wasn't a love seat. They see this couch. It's a reclining couch. Debbie doesn't like the color. Larissa likes the color. She says everything neutral makes it look fancy. So Debbie's like, whatever. They look at this, well, I think it was a sectional, this leather sectional. And Larissa is like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I want this. Debbie's like, well, we can't get leather because of the cats. Larissa's like, but I love it. It looks wonderful. It looks beautiful. So Debbie's like, well, we can't do that. We have to wait for Colt, because he has to give his sign off. So basically, it's the same thing. Larissa said that Colt will not give her his debit card or his credit card, which is understandable. But he can buy whatever she wants when she's with Debbie. Well, it seems like you can't buy whatever you want because let's say if you wanted to buy this couch, then you're with Debbie, it would be possible to buy this couch and have it delivered to your home. Instead, Debbie is there to I understand the money situation, you don't know this woman, you don't want her to take all your money, but just I just felt like Larissa is their new child, Debbie's the mother, Colt's the father. Mommy, I want this. I'm gonna have to ask your father, honey. Oh, come on, Mom, let's just buy it. Dad doesn't have to know. That's not how it works in this household, honey. That's what it just made me think of. And I was like, ugh. So Larissa is like, whatever, let's just go. So they go. They go to pick up Colt because that's her daily routine. Debbie goes to pick up her son. Larissa's in the car, and Larissa's like, we went furniture shopping. Oh, we went furniture shopping. I found this couch. Debbie was like, yeah, she just wanted to buy it and not tell you anything. Larissa was like, I just wanted it to be a surprise. Colt, why do Colt always look he just looked scared and concerned at the same time. Like he looked just like, like shocked. I don't know how to make the face, but I will edit a picture of his face in this video because why? Why is that your normal facial expression? So Larissa, Coda's like, well, honey, we all need to put our 2 cents in on it, we're all, I would like to see something before I buy it, blah. And Larissa was like, okay, I'll learn to follow the rules next time. And I'm like, girl, do you really love this man? Ugh. Do you really love this man? Because we find out in the process that Debbie and Colt have a joint bank account. They have a joint bank account and they have a joint credit card. They've had both, I think, since he was about 14. So I guess they're using the joint bank account to pay for this or whatever. So, I don't know. I mean, if you can't buy a couch, what can you do?
Damn, if you can't go to bed on no chase, what the hell could you go?
Ugh, they just annoy the fuck out of me. He also said that he would still share a bank account with his mother even when Larissa and him got married. On the live show, Debbie explained that they have their own separate bank accounts as well, and then they share a bank account, like a married couple. Okay? Like a married couple. Like how me and my husband have our own bank accounts, and then we have a joint account. Like a married couple. But I'm not going to say anything about that. We see Colt and Larissa going to meet Colt's cousin. I thought Colt was a normal person when I saw his family, open up the door, until I saw his cousin's wife in that damn headband. Then I knew I was in for some fuckery. So his cousin is, asking her questions, which is perfectly fine. Of course you need to ask this girl questions. Are you here for Colt? Blah, blah, blah. No one's going to open their mouth and say, no, I'm not here for a significant other. I'm here just to be in America. No one's going to do that. So, I don't think you can just ask somebody, hey, you here for this man? Yeah, of course I am. John, the Colt's cousin, then proceeds to say to Colt, well, you don't have to do this. You can back away from it at any time. Like Larissa wasn't just right there, looking at him. It was just really confusing. They were also 2 people who came to the live show along with Debbie. And now that I'm thinking about it, that live show, who all was on that show? Eric's daughter, Colt's mother, and his cousins. I don't think anybody from Kalani's family was on there. Nobody from Steven's family was on there. Nobody from Jonathan's friends were on there. Yeah, but I think they just was like, Steven, Kalani, y'all got people? No, okay, well, we're moving on, fuck it. And they just didn't show anything about that. Man, that live show was a piece of trash. That's why I didn't even talk about it. Like, it's certified trash. Certified rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, okay? Larissa and Colt get finished meeting with his cousin, or, his family. And Larissa's like, he was a bit rude, talking about John. And Colt is like, well, he just wants me to, make good choices. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, you're not making good choices. Then Larissa talked about Colt and his sex drive and how basically it's a fetish. He thought that he would get the Latina with the big boobs and the big ass and shaking it around and, She want to have sex all the time. But this woman is 30-something. Like, she got real shit on her mind. She not worried. Like, it's not just like, shake that booty. No, she ain't got time to be shaking that booty all the time. She got shit to do. She trying to buy a couch for y'all fucking house and you won't let her. Like, anyway, moving on, because I've already talked about this 11 minutes and I don't understand why. Next, we see Olga and Steven. Olga is pregnant as hell, obviously. She is on her way. Well, they're getting dressed to go to the hospital because, like, she about to have this baby, okay? Was she just supposed to be in the hospital? Was this like the 2 days after? Or was this like an emergency before she was even able to make it to the hospital and just wait on the baby to come? It's neither here nor there. They get to the hospital. Steven is not allowed inside. So Steven is like, well, in the taxi, Olga is like, bro, you kind of getting on my nerves just a little bit. And Steven is like, well, I'm trying to help. But I just think you should maybe shut up. Because, like, she about to have a whole ass baby. And I ain't never had a baby. But I'm pretty sure them things hurt coming out, And now she got to get a C-section. So she going to have, like, 2 weeks, a month of recovery. So that means you're going to be really hands-on with the baby, Steven. But I really just think that Steven should have just shut up and just, like, rubbed her back. If she didn't want you to rub her back anymore, you just, stop. Because she wasn't in the mood for all of that. She didn't need for you to talk. And at this moment, I can understand it. Like, just shut the fuck up for a second. They get into the hospital. She gets changed. I mean, the hospital wasn't up to American standards. But really, we ain't really got that many standards. So let's not act like we the shit. But the hospital, was a little bit much. I think she did have to walk to her room and also to the surgery room. And I was like, ooh. But I think walking is good for the baby, right? Like for pregnant mothers to help, right? I think. I don't know. I don't have any kids. I think it is. So, haha, joke's on you. They know what the fuck they doing. But really, though, Steven was sitting outside. The nurse comes. She's like, okay, you can go. The producer is like, okay. Steven look at the producer, just like Paul looks at the producer like, what do you say? Because I have had 9 fucking months. After I found out this girl was pregnant, I had 9 months to learn the language or learn just some words of the language. And I chose not to do that. So now I'm in Russia. My girlfriend is giving birth to our child. And I don't even know what's going on. So the producer tells Steven that the lady said you can leave. And he was like, well, I can leave. Yeah, you can get your ass out of here. Like, the door, you can go. You can't even be, no. You don't need to be in the waiting room either. Just, how did he get back to his destination? Or did he just stand outside all night? Because I think I just stand outside all night. First of all, I don't speak the language, so I can't, go back to Olga's apartment or a hotel or whatever. And secondly, I need to be here just in case some shit pop off. So what Steven has to do is he has to see the chief doctor in the morning to sign some paperwork and be allowed entry into the hospital room. But Steven is like, the baby could come tonight, though. Like, what time does it come? See, I swear that man said, what time does the baby come? Or, like, is it going to come tonight? Olga's like, bruh, I don't know. Like, I just know this shit hurt, and I can't sit here and talk will stand here and talk to you any longer. I need to hobble my way into the operating room. So the next morning, Stephen sees the doctor. He signs some papers. I don't know what paperwork he signed. Was the papers in English? Because who knows what the hell your ass just signed. Anyway, he goes, he sees Olga. Olga is still pregnant, still in pain. The doctor comes in and the doctor says that the head is 11 centimeters and that it's big and you can give birth, natural birth, or you can do a cesarean section. And she was like, well, what do you recommend? He was like, a cesarean section. You know, I would have said, let me just go through all the pain in the world and push this thing out. But I mean, that's what this, body is made for. So I guess I just have to do it naturally. Cause all that like time, the recovery time and major surgery, nah. Like I just that my regions be hurting for a minute, but they come right back in place. And I guess that's the beauty of the body, huh? So Olga proceeds to get up, I think, again and walk her ass to the room where they're gonna do a C-section. So yeah, next episode, Steven and Olga should have a baby. Steven was really giving me like entitled American vibes. How dare I not go in there and see my son being born? Because you're not in America. You better shut your ass up. You're not in America, bruh. You can't just be like, well, I demand. No, you can't, okay? Like, I don't care how shit fly. In America, you can't come over here and do that. No, you need to speak with somebody before you get to see your child being born. Didn't you have all this time to research this stuff, to look this stuff up, and you didn't do anything but not save enough money to even stay there long enough? Like you didn't even do any research. Makes no sense to me. Very nonsensical, but 20 years old, so I guess that's all we can expect. Maybe this is why I ran out of space. Ooh, can you see that? Maybe this is why I ran out of space. Damn, my phone is dirty. Sorry. This is all of Eric and Lita. Just all of it. We see Eric and Lita. They are driving through New York. Lita's family's like, oh, wow. They've never been to America. Oh, wow, it's beautiful. Wow, New York, And they just drive their ass right to Pennsylvania. And it's like, the glitz and the glamour and the wow of New York compared to the normalness of Pennsylvania. First of all, let's be serious here. They drive to the cabin. They drive to the cabin with 2 bedrooms. It's 19 people in that car. 2 bedrooms. Eric, I know you broke, but are you dumb as well? I'm very confused. 2 bedrooms. 2. So let's say it's double beds, 2 beds in here, that's 4 people. That's 6 people that can sleep. Let's just say. You said what, you and Lita will sleep on the couch? What? That makes no fucking sense to me. They get to the cabin. Lita's father is like, what the fuck type of place is this? Lita's like, they're used to staying in 5-star hotels, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know how this will be for them. Well, it's going to be shitty for them. Okay, just like it's going to be shitty for you when you go see that nigga's apartment. Okay? Um Lita's father is Lita's father is like, are there, that's the woods outside. Are there any animals? Eric, oh yeah, there are some animals, a few squirrels, maybe some mountain lions. That that nigga looked at him. Lita's father looked at him like, did that nigga just say that to me? Like, this is this some crazy ass American shit, okay? Cause mountain lions. So you telling me a mountain lion might just come knock on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? My wife, she pregnant in the car. Can I come in and use your phone? No, I'm not about to be in here. They spend their one night in the cabin because, that's also expensive. Then they have a 15-hour drive to Wyoming. Look, let me tell you something. I don't live in the best state at all. I live in Ohio, okay? It's not a good state, okay? I don't care if you live in Ohio. Come fight me. Come fight me. No, seriously, come fight me. If you live in Ohio and you got offense, you're offended about me saying this state sucks, come fight me right now. It just seemed like, I know that it's, there are beautiful states here, and there are the normal Humpty Dumpty states, Ohio included. But it's just like, you're moving to Wyoming? That's to an apartment? Girl, you're not gonna have any fun. Ashley and Jay live in Baltimore. Kalani was the only one who lived in California, which was great. But now her ass going to Utah. Jonathan lives in North Carolina. Lumberton. I've never even heard of Lumberton. Now, I know North Carolina is beautiful, okay? My mom always wanted to go, but Lumberton? She ain't want to go to Lumberton. Eric drive their ass 15 hours to Wyoming to meet his side of the family. They all come in, greet each other. Eric's ex-wife is there. Because they're friends, they have a good relationship. The divorce was mutual. If the divorce is mutual, why are you getting married again? Like, I don't know. I feel like if you have a mutual divorce with someone, I think that is, you should just take a good minute off. I don't know how long he took, but you should take a good minute away from marriage. Marriage is not something you just hop into. And since the last divorce was mutual, maybe, you realize that you should take a couple of, seconds to really think about this, and not to marry someone that's 8 years older, 8 or 9 years older than your oldest daughter, So they sit down. It's very awkward. I don't know if it was editing or if it was just awkwardness, but nobody says anything. It's just like, why did Eric's ex-wife sit right next to Eric and Lita? She said, the tension could fill up the room if I sat on the other side, so I just thought it would be better to sit right there. Literally. If this is Eric, I'm Lita. This is his ex-wife. And I was like, you can't do that. Lita says, man, Lita doing too much for me. Lita is spoiled, but she's able to be spoiled because she has the revenue to do so. Honestly, I realize that, Indonesia is not the best quality of life. I guess, even though, you have the money and stuff. I would just go back, because You have what you need there. Like, I don't know. Lita is like, I really don't like, or not like, I really don't care about his ex-wife, but I'm gonna be nice because I see that they have, a cordial relationship. Lita asked about Eric's two other. He got 3 kids, right? Oop, 3 kids. So yeah, his two oldest daughters, the 18-year-old and the 21-year-old, if I'm not mistaken, or the 22-year-old. I can't fucking remember. Okay. They are at work. Lita was like, "Oh, I would have liked to have, met them." And Eric's like, "Okay, well, one will be off at 4, the other will be off at 6, so we can meet them then." Lita says in her confessional, Eric's daughters just don't care enough to be here. That's how you know her family got money. 'Cause if that ain't the most entitled, spoiled shit I've ever heard in my entire life. No one goes to work. No one would rather work over sitting at home on the couch. Unless you got that job that you really like, which is not work. You would gladly be at home and do nothing. Okay? So, Lita, you need to slow your motherfucking roll. I guess the family is staying there because Eric takes Lita to her new home. Bruh, the house was dirty. I'm looking at my house right now. If somebody took me to this house, I would start to immediately cry. And this house is kind of dirty, kind of clean. It needs a little touch up. So Lita came in that house. I saw the baking sheet on the stove with the spatula. I saw a plate on the counter, bags, like carry-all bags on the table. I don't know if they added the fly sound effect in, or if it was a fly in that house, but I wouldn't put it past TLC to add a fly sound effect, because you motherfuckers is shady. Lita looked at this. Oh, the bed. The bed. Lita said, "Well, nigga, where you supposed to sleep? Where am I supposed to sleep? One of us, what? What?" He like, no, we'll both sleep here. Was that a twin or was that a full? That damn air couch. It was a sight for sore eyes. Lita starts to cry, as she should. She like, I can't show my family this. I cannot show my sister this. They gonna tell me to go back, and to be quite honest, I'm thinking I might go back, cause this is a damn mess. Another thing, when Eric tried to pick up Alessandro, Lita's son, and that boy was like, "Get off of me. I don't motherfucking know you." He had Eric handed this Alessandro to his grandfather. Alessandro stopped crying immediately. He doesn't know you, okay? You're not even, you're just an old pale man. Honestly, I don't know you, to be honest. And you ain't even my grandfather. You're just some old man who kissing on my mama, and I don't like nor approve of what I'm seeing. Oh yeah. Um, Eric was like, I feel really bad because she, doesn't like it at all. Of course she doesn't like it because you lied to her. Well, you didn't lie to her, but I'm pretty sure you didn't tell her that she was living in a dump. Because compared to where she's come from, this is a dump. She was like, I'm gonna have to clean by myself, blah blah blah. He's like, no, 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 we can all clean. No, she means a maid. I'm pretty sure Lita means I'm gonna have to make my own breakfast, drive my own car if you have a car, do all of this shit by myself, and it makes no fucking sense to me. Mm, mm. And it just reminded me of David and Annie all over again because Annie was like, I will go back if this is the life that I have to live here with you. I'm going to go back. Oh, I can't wait for. Oh, they're going to send her ass back. They ain't going to say no. Come on. Get your stuff. The air couch, though. Bruh, you can't even roll over on that bed. Next, we see Ashley and Jay. They are making breakfast. I've yet to see Ashley's kids. Now, see, I know I was talking about Rachel and everything, but you saw Rachel's oldest daughter when she went back to her house. You knew Rachel's oldest daughter was with her father. I don't know where Ashley's kids are. She hasn't mentioned them yet. Again. She mentioned them one time and she hasn't mentioned them again. She going out to a party, doing all of this, making Jay feel welcome, and her kids are nowhere to be found. This is very simple and easy, okay, what I'm about to say about Ashley and Jay. Ashley is stigmatized. Jay knows it. Jay's going to take full advantage of it. I didn't know that Ashley knew any black people because she said that there were no black people on the street. Not on the street, in her neighborhood. So she must have called in down at the black, black actor union and said, "Hey, could you send some black people here? I need to fill this out." Natalie, her best friend, goes outside to talk to Jay. She's like, "Look, I'm trying to make everything right. I don't want us to be angry, but I'm gonna protect my friend." Jay is like, look, bruh, I didn't cheat on her, blah, blah, blah. You think you saw something or heard something, but you didn't hear anything. I wasn't sucking, fucking, or drinking, blah, blah, blah. At that moment, I knew something was going to be fucked up because you can already hear how Ashley talks. Ashley talks like, oh, well, Natalie has this little problem or this problem that she's made up in her mind. Basically, that's what she's saying. She's, she thinks that there's a problem or she's made herself believe that there's a problem, which is some bullshit, first of all. So Jay, after the party, it's the next morning, they're laying in the bed. This is really very quick and simple. Jay says, I just need her to shut the fuck up. Can you talk to her? Ashley says, I'm going to talk to her. Ashley then tells her best friend that she's known since childhood, bitch, you out the wedding. Why? Because dick is more important than friendship. I'm going to need to take a little bit of time from you. She then goes to the bridal shop with her other 3 bridesmaids. The store associate is holding up Natalie's dress. She's like, throw it out. Natalie's not in the wedding no more. Everybody's like, but Ashley tells them that she didn't really believe in Jay and I. And, at this moment, I just really can't have people that aren't there for me, so I just told her that I need to take some time. And I said, damn, bitch. I know it's women out there like that, but this is some next level shit. Wow. Next, we see Jonathan and Fernanda. They're in the car. They're taking a trip to Myrtle Beach. This is going to be quick, too, because it wasn't really anything. They just drug it out. They, Jonathan said that it was like good times when they were on vacation in Mexico, so he wants to bring back those good times. Fernanda says while they're out to eat, I will not marry you if I do not meet your family. No, I need to meet your family before I marry you. I need to know what their reservations are. She's talking to him like she's the 35-year-old and he's the 19-year-old. Fernanda says that Jonathan does not talk about his family that much, and that makes her nervous, as it should. And she wants to meet his family. Jonathan says that his mother found out about him being engaged on social media. She was angry. And that his mother's a really jealous person. Mommy issues, anyone? Can anyone say mommy issues for 600? So that night, they're getting dressed to go out. You know, live their life, shake a little booty. He said, this is not like Mexico. The clubs don't close at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I said, so when do they close? They're getting dressed. They go into the club. She has to wear a different wristband. I remember when we went to that club when my husband turned 21 and I had to wear a different wristband and he was able to drink and I was. She had to put on that different wristband so everybody knows not to give her a drink, blam, blam, blam. She said that the legal drinking age in Mexico is 18, which I didn't know. Maybe that's why all the kids go to spring break. I didn't know that the legal drinking age was 18. I didn't know that the legal drinking age was 18. That's nice. So she is like, now I'm here, sober as fuck. Jonathan, I don't know if it was like he only ordered 3 drinks, but it just seemed like he kept ordering drinks. He like, make this one a double. Yeah, no, she not drinking, just me. I'm not saying that you could have bought a bottle beforehand and both got lit, but that nigga drinking and drinking and drinking. Fernanda's like, that's your last one, bitch. I'm here sober as fuck. You here drunk as fuck. I don't like it. I think Fernanda goes somewhere, and here's the scene that wasn't as big or wasn't big at all compared to how they made it, which was a disappointment. The drunk girl come up, she start dancing. Jonathan danced with her a little bit. Then Jonathan's like, I can't dance with you. She like, what? I can't dance with you. Why? I'm engaged. What? I'm engaged. Huh? Because they're in a fucking club. Fernanda then comes up. What the fuck is going on here? No, baby, no. She throw that drink. I think she tries to slap her or whatever. And my husband said, that's somebody from TLC they done paid to. That's one of the TLC interns they done paid to dance on Jonathan to create a little bit of drama. And I said, you know what? You might be on to something. Because that scene wasn't hitting it. Fernanda says, give me the keys. Jonathan like, baby, wait. No. What's wrong? No. She's like, bruh, I don't feel loved. I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel like I should be here. And I don't feel like you should be 19 years old talking to a 35. I don't know how old Jonathan is. 35, 33, 32, 31, 30. However old that man is. 34. That nigga is still immature. Apparently still immature as fuck. Or never grew up. And once you meet his mama, you probably gon' I don't know, but let me move on because I've been on here for a minute. Lastly, we see our favorite people, Kalani. Well, we see our favorite person, Asuelu, featuring Kalani. My first question on this thing was, how is Kalani paying for this Airbnb? Well, Kalani isn't paying for the Airbnb anymore because Kalani quit her job. Kalani quit her job because she wanted to be there, spend more time with Asuelu and her son. And my husband said, you mean the son that she sees every day? Yes, the son that she sees every day. So now, but this is telling me that her parents have money, because she's okay with quitting her job, but now she can just move to Utah in her parents' second home and obviously live rent free. You know, get a job or someplace and get a job, or whatever that she needs to do, and not have to worry about that. But in that house, it'll be her brother living there permanently. I guess he lives there already. Then her mother and father will be there for the first 2 weeks. She proceeds to cry because she says, I've always lived with Colini. Yeah, I've always lived with Colini, for her sister, for the majority of my life. It's just going to be really sad to be away from her, her not see her nephew on a daily basis. Well, see, let's break this down though, because Kalani getting on my fucking nerves. Somebody already put me on game in the comments 2 weeks ago and told me that your dumbass lied about Asuelu cheating on you. Already told me that. You then say, maybe I can tell her the truth about what really happened and she can trust me again. Did he cheat or did he not cheat? I'm confused. You told her that he cheated, but yet you're saying now I need to tell him the truth. Guess what? If you didn't let your family into your stupid ass business, you and Asuelu probably could have been living in the house with homegirl, with Colini. Yeah, Colini. But no. You told your sister that your nigga was cheating on you. So she didn't like him, as she should. So they're at the park, they're swinging. Kalani tells Asuelu that they're going to have to move to Utah. Kalani, Colini, and her mother, they all forget that Asuelu is not from here. Asuelu is from the islands. He lived in a hut with no walls. But you talking about he didn't contribute? Asuelu said he didn't even go to school. I just really want to know what is wrong with y'all to think that this islander was able to send you what? How much money did you want? $500 a month? $2,000 a month? How much do you think he should have sent you? Next we see, I'm just like, at first I thought Kalani had a good head on her shoulders, but now I realize she's stupid, just like everybody else. She's stupid. Next we see Kalani, they're at the Airbnb, her and Asuelu, they are waiting for Colini to get there, her sister. Side note, did you see how Asuelu was pushing his baby in that damn swing? The baby was just like, please, can you stop? Because this ain't it, okay? So, I love Asuelu. Asuelu is very, very, like well-mannered. Like, he knows that Colini hates him. But he's like, hi, Colini. He's very nice. He's sweet. He hugs her. He's just like, it's just reminding me of Pedro and Chantel. Pedro didn't know that Chantel's family would be on bullshit because Chantel said all this stupid shit, and made the environment hostile when it shouldn't have been hostile. You see? So they sit outside. Colini is like, well, I thought you cheated on my sister. Blah, blah, blah. I need to know that you didn't. Asuelu says, well, I didn't know that she was coming back. She told me that she didn't like brown guys. She only liked white guys. So, as in everyone, she left to go to America back. I didn't know that this is going to be my girlfriend. So I proceeded to have a normal life. So I'm trying to figure out how would that be perceived as cheating. I'm just really confused as to how Kalani even opened up her mouth and said that to her sister. But yeah, they're still gonna have to move to Utah. She said, Kalani is crying like, I love California. I didn't want to leave it. Blah, 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 blah. Girl, we all love California. Okay, that's number one. Number two, maybe if you had not quit your job, maybe if you had not told your sister, there are so many things that you could have not done to maybe, still stay in California. But you set yourself up for the whoop-de-whoop. So now you're on your way to Utah. See? See what happens when you put your family in your business, in your relationship? So Kalani's broke with a baby and a nigga who she think is supposed to go outside and just get a job. She really reminded me a lot of Chantel, okay? A lot. And I'm just ready for Swelu to, what you said? And kick that damn table. All that food off that table. That's what I'm ready for, okay? Anyway, I've been doing this for a long ass time, so that means I'm gonna have to edit the fucking video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this review, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can do all of the above. You can do some or you can do none, but that would make me sad. Yeah, my name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you made it to, you probably didn't. But my name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.